rivalry from Philadelphia. The first big hit of the game. And this comes out to the outside where it is Ryan White throwing it across, and a drive is deflected away by Duncan Keith. Whipped back around again for a centering pass in front that careened back in on Crawford, who will hold. Daly learning the role with the Blackhawks on defense here now as the number of games as a Blackhawk continue to go higher a little bit. Taken along now by Teravainen. A shot is waffled away to the corner, and a good stop made there by Neuvirth.
Yeah.
Bemidji State, Minnesota product, threw that one back in. Tipped back away, and a good reach there by Van Riemsdyk. Meanwhile, battled for further, and it careened on back now to Simmons for a shot that is geared away and out of play by Crawford. Done further by Bickle, kept alive by Streit. Off a stray stick, hoisted back out again to center ice by Svedberg. And then taken back on by Bickle, and a shot that is snapped up and held by Neuvirth.
What a record. What a distinguished international record for Timo Timonen.
Nice swagger there by Streit. Rolled it around for Simmons behind. Simmons fed one out front. Oh, and sinking the shot was Couturier, and so Crawford could handle. 28 goals on the power play last year. Is positioned there with a tripod move. 17 in orange in front of Crawford. Delayed to the outside, led on to the back. Strike there, fakes the drive, threw a drive. Oh, the bite! Ricocheted free to be curled to the outside by Schenn, taken by Sam Gagner, and Gagner just delays further. Hands on back now for Manning's pass. Ricochet, another shot is held there by Crawford.
Think about the USHL.
Wasn't always that way, was it?
No, it was not. For players, for coaches.
Here's Kane giving one on to Panarin. Panarin flips one off a stick. Kane fed it front on, and great save is made by Neuvirth. Off and Riemsdyk looked like he could have it teed up. Meanwhile, there's some jostling at the front. Kane was in a bit of a tangle there with Neuvirth. Hooked in front by Kane, played along by Panarin, and then Kane with a shot fought off by Neuvirth. Simmons got tangled up, emerged with it, pushed it on, got some help from Giroux. Back to Streit. Streit back to Giroux once more with Simmons in front. Drifts and gives to Simmons. Tried to play it in front. It's pushed on goal. And a save made by Crawford. Goes back in. Neuvirth to settle it down there. Worked back on by Medvedev. Connects back on to Voracek. Moves up with Brayden Schenn. And a shot is saved. Rebound. Another save made by Crawford. Wow. And sent over to Shaw. Jammed it behind in the traffic, but can be rescued there and pushed back on a reverb to center ice off of Raffl. It's a silent Raffl. Back on now to Shaw, and he sees that one snapped up there. As this is taken by 17 in orange, not Paul Holmgren, but instead thrown on by Simmons, carried on by Taves, and Taves whirls around and stanks one right at the line. It was shut off as doing the scissor was Neuvirth. Scoreless game. 22 minutes have been played out of the 60 as it's carried ahead now by Kane. Flyers fans remember to boo. Across now for Panarin, and a shot off the glove of Neuvirth and wide. And then his shot was well wide. Away from Matt Reed, punched back by Hjalmarsson. Read there by Sam Gagner and fed back ahead to Reed. Gives it on across, and it's Lawton walking on with it. Lawton's shot is backhand grabbed by Crawford, and enough is enough.
He did not play in game one to start the season, but he's got a good opportunity here in the last three.
Likes his reach.
Yeah, I was going to say, how do you miss a guy with that reach?
Del Zotto gives it over. Gagner, a shot. First in Philly.
Well, Svedberg hits the deck, and then Sam Gagner moves the puck back to the point. Michael Del Zotto moves laterally. The big screen in front of the net, and not sure if that went off of Sean Couturier or not. But the simple shot, get the puck to the net, and that puck, goes clearly in off the stick of Sam Gagner.
And it's a double screen. There's no way that...
Coming across but not having puck possession, and watching this develop for Panarin, who sent one skying off the glass. Earlier, it was Anisimov who was gliding across the crease, and he's got it now, and a shot saved. It's made by Neuvirth, and it can be played ahead. Tumbling down was Raffl, comes to the bench immediately, and it is Gagner, or check that, Giroux flinging it ahead, carried on by Voracek. Voracek in a lot of traffic, strong shot on goal, whacked at a couple of times, could not be pushed home by Van de Velde. The Let's Go Flyers chant, nearly 50 years old, resumes. Shaw turning with it there. Jostled out of the play by Del Zotto.
And Ron Hextall talking to him earlier, the general manager of the Flyers, was talking about how Reed is healthy and moving like he had the last couple of years.
Oh, what a save by Crawford. Another save. Scrambled in front there. And Crawford holds everything. Down, though, by Raffl and scaled on around, and Voracek waits. Pushed one off Raffl's seemingly high stick, but not called that at a hand. Now it's Hossa on a breakaway. Save! Made by Neuvirth in goal. Goalie in 5 against a goalie in 4. Power play, Chicago. Second of the night. Patrick Kane with a shot that is geared away by Neuvirth and cleared off the short glass, and it hops back down. Halfway through the power play. Keith hands it on to Kane, back to Keith once more. Let it back over. Panarin there. Then Keith once more. Shovels it over to Kane. Fires! Rang one off the pipe. Played back in deep yet again. Fed right back across. Nice move in. Raffl a shot, and that blocked away by Seabrook. It rattled on around. Can be played further. Taken along by Raffl. Score!
In this area right here, and the Blackhawks try to go for a change. And you got some tired players on the ice. Quick little play by Voracek. The quick wraparound by Raffl, and then there's Claude Giroux that puts it in past Corey Crawford.
Yeah, there's just not enough weight. Sweater's back because of that line change that you're alluding to, Eddie, and Claude Giroux
rolled back along, hoping to reach, but unable to. Was Anisimov, and so it's dropped along on the turning stick of Kane by Hjalmarsson. Kane walks it ahead, dropped on back now for Panarin to return to him. Kane, a shot that's just snapped up out of the air. Tikhonov tried to shove one in front, leaned off there, but in traffic, Teravainen got it back to Seabrook, grubbed it around behind. Bickle tried to center one, but instead it's pushed right off the goal stick of Neuvirth, and a wonderful save by Neuvirth in all the traffic. And there, set up by the Flyers in neutral ice, it is Schultz firing it back around. Nudged ahead now, and it is Reed took a whack there from Panarin. Reed keeps going low. Reed with a shot blocked off, trying to cover was Crawford. Bounced away from him though. Limping along is Michael Raffl. Nudged right back now to Kane. Here's Kane holding in traffic. Delays further. Drifting and handing it on back to Keith. Fires, and that one wide. Rebound. Oh, rejected by the goal crease. It is Kane across. One-timer, all ricocheted off Taves as it was headed wide from Panarin. Now Kane yet again. To the back it comes to Hossa. Led back over to Keith. Then Hossa's shot. Save made. Rebound. Oh, and it wouldn't go for Panarin. Gliding along with this and carrying out is Trevor Daley. Dropped it back off for a little acceleration that comes from Kane. Given on over to Andrew Shaw. Dropped it back for Keith. Keith led it across. Daley a shot. Fought off by Neuvirth. Rebound bounced in front. Fought back in again by Ryan Garbutt. Turned back over though, and they try to shuffle it on to Bickle, did Taves, but it is cleared away from
Taves. But that was close.
Back in deep it goes. Van de Velde around behind. Pushed it along further and then got some help. And it's sent on for Belmar. A shot was blocked off by Crawford. Scurrying away with it as Daley played it back up the wing. And a pass across is settled down by Kane. Regathers and then backhanded one across. It is Panarin moving with it again. Panarin circles and hands it on to Kane. Swaggers through traffic. Holds. Backhanded one. Paddled away by Neuvirth. So now Duncan Keith holds. Shots are 24-19 Flyers. Brought ahead now by Hossa. Here's Hossa crossing and a shot fought off. Rebound and another sprawling stop is made at the Flyers goal crease by Neuvirth. Before it is Giroux and a good reach on him by Van Riemsdyk. Then Raffl, then Giroux pivoting and sending one that was stifled for a moment by Daley. Fed on for another shot by Giroux and a high save is made by Crawford. Is this a last gasp opportunity for the team from Chicago? Trying to cut the lead in half on the power play. It is Hossa filtering it back. Keith a drive, save, rebound, slammed right into Neuvirth by Taves.
there by Belmar and Vandevelde.
Daly gave it to Shaw. Shaw with an opening back to Daly, side of the net. Pushed it off Neuberg. Rebound set wide by Shaw. Shaw to the outside with it now. Gave it on back to Seabrook. Across Teravainen, a shot snapped out of the air. Belmar stood up there and locked up with Tikhonov. Tikhonov able to move along further. Escapes. Fed it to the side. Pulls up to Taves. And he couldn't bury it. Thrown by Van Riemsdyk and held by Neuberg. Touched away, though, and a good play made there by Couturier. Laid on back, and it's golf to Couturier again. Brought it back on and nudged onto Simmons. A shot. Oh, fought up by Crawford. Rebound. A net mouse scramble, and it's 3-0.
The Flyers get this goal because of how they shut down any offense for the Blackhawks through the middle of the ice. Great defense leads to this opportunity for Wayne Simmons, and the puck ends up in the back of the net.
Yeah, the quick release by Simmons, and then Matt Reed does what you're supposed to do. Go to the net with your stick on the ice, rebound attempt, right through Crawford, 3-0.
61 shots, 61 saves. What a week this is.